private time to go.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's, of course, I, Hickory the Drunk Underwhelming, back on another episode of TDAU Live. It's episode 31. That's right. Happy Juneteenth, everybody. It's June 19th. It's a federal holiday on a Wednesday. It's not the 4th of July. That's kind of got people confused because they can't go to the bank today, and they're all like, I don't know why. And then they feel awful because they can't remember why. Yeah. That and a few more stories we got going on. Burlington, doing Burlington stuff as Burlington's going to do. An article from last week that said aliens might be living about among us, although I didn't cover that with Nicole, which would have been great. Vermont, doing Vermont things and making Vermont more expensive so that nobody can live here. Yes, we have updates on that, as well as, some places being like, you don't necessarily need to live here to be a police officer here. So come sign up. For some reason, we're having problems hiring people. I promise it's not that we've been screaming that, all cops are B words for 3 years, 4 years. I mean, really, like since the beginning, like 7 or 8, 9, 10 years. More amplified in the past 4. Yeah, I'm sure it's none of that. I'm sure it's just a totally normal, organic thing that's going on. I'm sure nobody even thought of that stuff before they signed up. Anyways, we got a lot to get into, including possibly new camera angles like this one. See, this is it's new, but different. It's got a John Wick tone, kinda. It's supposed to be. It's like a blue and teal thing. Yeah, I'll probably change that. Anyways, I don't know what I'm doing. I just learn new stuff as I go. Welcome to the Drunk. Almost to the Drunk Under Quarantine show. Welcome to TDAU Live. Let's get into it.
Yeah, back baby.
Are you saying you want to show me your tits?
This is the story of a drunk who grew up kind of a punk, and then all his friends left him, and now he's here alone. This is the story of a drunk who grew up kind of punk. Now he's here doing the Drunken Underwhelming Live show.
This is a weird show.
Drunken Underwhelming Live show. Drunken Underwhelming Live show. Drunken Underwhelming Live show.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. I'm, of course, Hickory the Drunk Underwhelming One. TDU Live, episode 31. Juneteenth show. Still crushing goals and still appropriating pride. That's right. I'm reminding all of you guys out there, take Pride Month. Do something you're proud of. My biggest accomplishment so far is that I didn't wear a tie tonight. That's right. It's like heat index was like 105 today. So yeah, you're getting the Hickory After Dark treatment. First button undone. I don't even do that for live shows generally. That's right. You're late. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. And welcome to the show. CDU Live. We got a couple things to go through. We'll probably keep it tight tonight because it is hot out. And no, I didn't monetize the stream, so I don't need to give a shit about what I say, although we're past the first few minutes, so they probably don't care anymore. Damn. I should have capitalized. Anyways, here we go. This is first topic tonight from Burlington. Burlington mayor to outline plans for waterfront homeless encampment. That's right. They're finally going to do something, I suppose. As much as they try, it just doesn't seem to get better. As much money as we throw at this problem, nothing seems to fix it. So maybe what we should all do is pull from deep in our hearts and give them more tax money. Burlington mayor is bringing her plan for homeless encampments to the city council Monday night. Comes the city is shifting tactics with the new progressive administration. Oh, wow. Progressive for Burlington is like left of now. Including ongoing engagement and assistance for 2 encampments growing on the city's waterfront. Visitors headed toward North Beach on the Burlington bike path encounter a sign warning that camping is not allowed in the area. Look a little deeper in the woods, and it's clear to see several encampments that are getting a pass from authorities. Yeah, because, like, what are they going to do? They don't care. Like, yeah, no, we're just going to mind our own business. We're gonna go bug the working people, like the people that actually contribute to society and shit. I'm sure we'll have much more fun making sure they're miserable than actually enforcing the local jurisdiction as it's written. I knew that coming as mayor-elect that we're facing a similar pattern of encampments as we have for the last few years, several years, said Burlington Mayor Emma Mulvaney Stetnak, who recently sent a memo to the city council outlining her plan for handling the encampments. I wanted to make sure that we had a better organized plan. Memo warns the council the problem could get worse in the coming months as the state cuts funding for homeless prevention and continues to tighten up eligibility for motel vouchers. Yeah, because, oh man, we're just such a far right. We'll get into that a little bit. Burlington will see even more of an increase, and we need to be prepared. Memo also outlines steps the city is taking to assist encampments, including putting in trash cans, portable bathrooms, and drinking water. It's about, again, some basic amenities so people have a bit more of a livable space. Like, and I hate to be uncompassionate, but like, I have basic amenities because I pay a load of money, both in taxes and bills, to live in a livable space. You know, like maybe you should create that for yourself. And it's tough because I understand how easy it is, especially in today's economy, to just become another person living out on the street with no place to go, camping on the beautiful waterfront in Burlington, Vermont. Because I mean, if I guess I was gonna pick a place, it might be a place like that. Spoke Monday morning with a new encampment resident who asked us to use the name Eddie Uptown. Yeah, he's totally not the hookup. Eddie Uptown. Trying to find a place to stay. I'm tired of sleeping underneath the bus stop in front of the library, he said. And he says he struggles with drugs, has colon cancer, and is thankful for the bathroom the city is supplying. I'm sure he is, dude. Like, that's far better than the alternative. On the flip side, I feel like we should have a better alternative as opposed to just parking a couple outhouses down there and being like, you guys are good, right? That's why I came down. I'm just tired of squatting on the side of a building and leaving a mess and not being able to clean it up. Why aren't you able to clean? Like, why are you creating messes you can't clean up? I don't understand, Eddie Uptown. Is it all the extra money you get from the tips you get on Venmo from selling drugs? I have no idea. Mayor says that unlike previous city attempts to provide bathrooms and other services, including at Sears Lane 4 years ago, where officials ultimately ended up forcibly removing residents, they're trying to take a more proactive than reactive stance this time. Yeah, so I know they finally have a plan. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna go great. They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it right this time. It's not the people in charge are totally not gonna mess it up. It's gonna be great. Also in news, aliens might be living amongst us, disguised as humans, or in a base inside the moon, according to the new Harvard study. Because why not, right? Last week we got into the fact that the heat is not necessarily required to evaporate water. It's just the light, which completely destroys like every climate model we've ever had. But nobody's brought up that point because they're all making a bunch of money on the current climate models of us basically becoming a second sun. Yeah, here we go. Aliens might be living amongst us. Aliens might be living among us, according to a study by Harvard academics. A new paper suggests extraterrestrials could also be living underground or in a base inside the moon. I mean, that's kind of been my theory all along. For anybody who's followed the show long enough knows that I'm definitely of the theory that there was a Homo sapien, like one evolution past us. And they realized how dumb we were, and they went underground, underwater. And they had technology to build and build and build, and that's why we see USOs, unidentified submersible objects, and UFOs coming in and out of the ocean once in a while, and why they know that we can't get down that deep, so they're not worried about it. That's always been my theory. But finally, Harvard catches up to the drunk magician himself. Let's get it. New paper suggests extraterrestrials could be living underground or in a base inside the moon. Probably not in the moon. I'm thinking underwater, actually. Underground is close enough. Study by Harvard University's Human Flourishing Program further puts forward the idea that UFOs or unidentified aerial phenomenon, if you want to be PC about the whole thing, I suppose. Maybe spaceships visiting this Earth-based alien friends. The researchers have investigated a so-called crypto-terrestrial. Ooh, I like the sound of that. These could be disguised themselves as humans to fit in, may have come from Earth's future, or might have descended from intelligent dinosaurs. It's the New York Post, right? Yeah, of course. Oh man. Okay, just checking. I say, but and again, it was Harvard. You can't be all that far off the mainstream path. These could be disguised themselves as humans to fit in, may have come from Earth's future, or might have descended from intelligent dinosaurs. Yeah, they're actual lizard people, ladies and gentlemen. That's what Harvard is telling us now, is that lizard people might be real. The study was created to offer an alternative, quote, unconventional explanation for UAP sightings and hypothesize what they might mean. The possibility that UAP may involve forms of non-human intelligence, NHI, not to be confused with NIH, which is also human bad intelligence. They're already, I joke, it's the National Institute of Health. I'm sure 90% of it's, but after the past few years, you gotta question everything and do your own research. I'm not a doctor. I am but a lowly drunk magician who couldn't even bother to tie his tie because it's hot as balls. The possibility that UAP may involve forms of non-human intelligence that already present in Earth's environment some sense, that exist alongside us in distinct stealth, as opposed from that normal stealth. They're distinct. Yeah, that type of stealth. Paper reads, the author became increasingly aware of the depth of evidence and theory also tentatively supports another ultra-terrestrial explanation, the crypto-terrestrial hypothesis, CTH. Yeah, go sign up. It's like the new Bitcoin. The old CTH, boys. Yeah, we're going to bet that we'll get it to the moon. The crypto-terrestrial hypothesis coin is definitely going to beat Dogecoin. Just saying. Our focus here which holds that UAP may reflect activities of NHIs concealed here on Earth and the underground and its environs. 4 theories on aliens living near humans are investigated. The first are human crypto-terrestrials, technologically advanced ancient human civilization that was largely destroyed long ago, but continued to exist in remnant form. I mean, that's possible, right? 1. Second are hominid or theropod crypto-terrestrials, technology advanced non-human civilization consisting of some terrestrial animal which evolved to live in stealth. The paper suggests these could be an ape-like hominid descendant or descendants of unknown intelligent dinosaurs. I'm almost thinking somewhere in between 1 and 2, but I don't know because we got to get through all 4. The third crypto-terrestrials are former extraterrestrial or extra metaphysical crypto-terrestrials. Good lord. These would have arrived on Earth from elsewhere in the cosmos or from human nature, respectively, concealing themselves in stealth, such as in the moon. Theory 4, dubbed CTH4, are magical crypto-terrestrials, entities which are less like homegrown aliens and more like earthbound angels. Yeah, which would cross over into like the ultra-dimensional theory. Yeah, I'm somewhere in between 1 and 2, I think. Like, to be honest, I don't think they were destroyed. I think they realized we might destroy them and went underground. But yeah, it's really fun to have a Harvard paper come out and be like, you know what? That crazy idea you had while you were like getting high in your 20s back at your parents' house, It's not that actual crazy after all. So here we go. That's what a time to be alive, my friends. Yeah, I didn't want to do this, but we got some Vermont news, so we got to get into because they've been overriding the governor, and I'm not gonna say that I'm not like a fan of overrides, and generally like when a Senate and House come together and tell the person in charge that they're in the wrong. On the flip side, like when it affects my taxes, I'm a little less inclined. These people are nuts. Vermont legislature overrides governor passing overdose prevention, renewable energy tax measures. I like how they phrase it like that. Overdose prevention. Okay, giving out free Narcan to fucking everyone. Cool. Renewable energy. Yeah, we'll get into that shortly. And tax measures. Tax measures don't seem like a bad thing. They seem like, maybe they looked into it and they realized that we should be paying lower taxes. Yeah, I assure you that's not what tax measures mean. That's why they use that framing, is to make you feel like this might actually be something that's good for you. And I assure you, my friends, it's not. It's like being offered a corn dog, but instead you're the little girl or the little white chick on the couch with the full of black dudes surrounding you. Yeah, you're about to get fucked real hard, real good. And unlike that beautiful little willing, consenting lady who signed the paperwork, you're not going to get paid shit. In fact, you're going to get paid to have it handed out to you. Democratic-controlled Vermont legislature on Monday overturned a number of the Republican governor's vetoes, passing measures to prevent drug overdoses, restrict a pesticide that's toxic to bees, and require that state utilities to source all renewable energy by 2035. Yeah, in a state whose grid barely fucking works, we're within 11 years just gonna magically make electricity everything. That's gonna be it. That's gonna be it. In 10 years, 11 years. In a state where we're out of power for at least, I don't know, 2 days, 3 days a year. Any ice storm. Yeah, no, we're just gonna remove your ability to keep your house warm unless it's electricity. And then when an ice storm happens, like, yeah, fuck you. Legislature failed to override. That's because most of these people live in gated communities where they're not going to lose their generators. Legislature failed to override Governor Phil Scott's veto of a data privacy bill. It was considered to be the strongest in the country. It would have allowed consumers to file civil lawsuits against companies that break certain privacy rules. I mean, that seems fair, right? Scott vetoed the legislation last week, saying it would make Vermont a national outlier and more hostile than any other state to many businesses and nonprofits. Okay. I would say that he's probably not wrong because, like, Governor Scott is not, he's a Republican on paper, but, like, let's be honest, this dude's just a Democrat with an R after his name. And basically, he's done like one or two things that were like, hey, I'm a Republican because I'm not going to raise taxes and I'm going to pretend to care about guns, which, to be fair, is more than most Republicans do. At least this guy pretends to care about guns. I mean, he'll still sign anti-gun legislation, but anyways, back to the article. The Vermont House voted to override his veto, but the Senate sustained his decision. The vote came after the legislature reconvened Monday to try to override Scott's vetoes on 7 bills. Each chamber needed 2/3 of those present to vote the override to be successful in passing the billings. And why aren't they all required to be there? Like, oh yeah, you need a 2/3 vote of whoever shows up. So like, show up on Easter Sunday and there's 5 people there. Like, can you override shit? I don't know. That seems like these people don't quite work enough for what they do. Senate President Pro Tem Philip Baruth. Yeah, he sounds like he grew up in Vermont, that's for sure. A Democrat thanked colleagues at the end of the day, calling it an incredibly productive day, a long day, an exhausting day in many ways, with brilliant results. Governor Scott, on the other hand, called it a sad day for Vermonters who simply cannot afford further tax burdens and cost increases. Many will talk about these votes as a major loss for me, but it's really a major loss for Vermont taxpayers, workers, workers and families. Scott said last month that the legislature is out of balance, and at times focuses so much on their goal, they don't consider the unintended consequences. Well, I said his vetoes aren't popular. I'll take what heat I believe I'm making the right choice for the everyday Vermonter. The drug overdose, of course, we're going to talk about that one because it's like the easiest one for most people to be like, oh, we need prevention. The drug overdose prevention law enacted by the legislature allows for a safe injection site in Vermont's largest city of Burlington, where people can use narcotics under the supervision of trained staff and be revived if they take too much. Yeah, if you overdose, you're good. Yeah, you're totally not responsible for yourself if you're an addict anymore. That's cool. Center will provide referrals to addiction treatment as well as medical and social services. Will also offer education about overdose prevention and distribute overdose reversal medications. It is clear overdose, blah, 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 blah. Who cares? The new law allocates $1.1 million in fiscal year 2025 to the Vermont Department of Health to award grants to the city of Burlington to establish such center. Yeah, that's totally where I'd like my money going. I don't want like my roads fixed or like me to just pay less taxes. No, that's cool. You take care of the giant mess of people you invited into Burlington by giving them free hotel rooms and shit for the past 3 years. Yeah. We should secede. 2 years ago, first sanctioned overdose prevention centers in New York City opened, according to the Drug Policy Alliance. Rhode Island is expected to open one in the province this summer. Yeah, I'm sure that'll work out well for them too. On Monday afternoon, the State House Senate overturned the governor's veto of a bill that requires state utilities to source all renewable energy by 2035. Making Vermont the second state with such an ambitious timeline. Yeah, because that's totally like we're gonna be great. Our grid is so solid. They were like, you know what? Let's use all renewable energy by 2035. Let's not invest a goddamn thing into the grid. Because that would like require us actually caring, right? Like, we're going to be fine. We have generators. Fuck these people. That's totally what's happening. Good Lord. The renewable energy standards will put Vermont on track to achieve 100% renewable energy by 2030. You people are fucking broke. Mentally. Dramatically reducing planet warming carbon pollution and saving Vermonters money over time. Yeah, Vermont, like the state that puts out like what, where we do like 1/500th of the pollution in this country. Yeah. Yeah, let's just gut the working base to say that we care. Called the governor's veto an attempt to continue rejecting critical progress on climate action at a time when Vermonters are still facing the impacts of recent climate disasters. Like a flood, you fucking idiot. like floods that happen or a climate disaster. You guys are fucking deluded. And I say that to everyone. I don't care if one of my government reps ends up finding this video. You people are fucking idiots. It's mind-boggling that this is the talking points coming out of there, as opposed to being like, hey, we're going to try to fucking save this state because it's dying, because nobody wants to live here, because everything's so expensive. If you pay the same amount of shit if you lived in New York City or Boston, but there's none of the amenities and there's nobody that wants to work. And yeah, we're just going to keep raising your taxes because I'm sure you want to live here, right? You want to live here. Your taxes, like your property value this past year went up like 20 to 40%. Okay. You wouldn't mind that much. But now we're going to raise the education tax on your property 14%. And coming down the line, we're going to put a 70 cents plus tax on all your heating fuel and all that shit. You know, so you switch over to electric, but that like works like most of the time. Like you'll totally be fine like 355 to 360 days out of the year. Never mind those 5 to 10 days where you might fucking freeze to death in the winter. It'll be fine. You don't need fuel. You just hook up a heat pump. It'll be great. As long as it doesn't get below 20 degrees. What could go wrong? I'm just at It's mind-boggling. This is where we're at. On happy news that I don't know necessarily is happy. I saw it and I was like, I wonder if this is like a last minute thing from the Biden admin to try to get some votes. Like I feel like every president or former president's done that shit where they're just like, hey, if you vote for me again, I might legalize weed. Yeah, that's been like the cool thing to do for the past few terms. Marijuana moment. Cannabis testing banned for military recruits passes. Newsletter June 17, 2024. DC marijuana block revived in Congress. Yeah. Oh, I guess they're. The House Appropriations Committee voted to amend a funding bill to include provisions to continue blocking Washington, D.C. from legalizing recreational marijuana sales, in addition to removing cannabis banking protections from the legislation. I guess this was different articles on it. Oh, the article is a stupid video. Yeah, Americans consider cannabis safer than alcohol and cigarettes. Shocking. Yeah, unfortunately, that was not the article I was hoping it was going to be. But yeah, that's the thing. Got all sorts of cool stuff up there. Oregon's first in-nation psilocybin industry is struggling to find paying customers a year after launching. Just a bunch of beautiful pictures of weed, my friends. More beautiful pictures of weed and more. NFL sued by player who was fined over $500,000 for positive THC test caused by prescribed cannabis medications. Yeah, it should be fun for them. I'm sure they're having a good time dealing with that. Youth marijuana use in Colorado continues to decline since legalization took effect, contradicting prohibitionist fears. Arizona bill to legalize psilocybin service centers heads to governor's desk. Okay, I thought I was going to be better than it was. I apologize. Sometimes I get distracted. Oh, this one from AP. God, it's hot out. Yeah, we're probably going to wrap up after this one. Considering not many people have been dropping comments. So, yeah, probably call it an early night. Thank you guys for joining me. Illinois will allow some non-citizens to be police, but only those authorized to work and own a gun. Yeah, because what's better than like someone who isn't legally supposed to be here telling you what the law is? That's funny. Okay. A new law in Illinois allows any immigrant living in the country illegally to become a police officer. That's a claim. They put like a big one in there. Like they went all out on this fat claim because they wanted to be able to say false. A new law in Illinois allows any immigrant living in the country illegally to become a police officer. That's a really wide brush you tried to paint this with. False. The law allows certain non-citizens to apply for police officer jobs, but they must be legally authorized to work, DACA, and carry a firearm in the country. Which who knows? Does the Second Amendment apply to citizens or everybody? This would be like the one time they're like, oh, it applies to everybody. It totally doesn't apply to those who passed the test and filled out background forms. And immigration law experts say this includes lawful permanent residents or green card holders, as well as those in the country with permanent legal status, but not yet full citizens, such as refugees and asylees. Oh, asylees. We got a weasel word in there. Like anybody who's like, I'm fleeing my country because they like burritos and I don't. I need to seek asylum. Boom. You are an asylee, my friend. That's how we abuse the system. Those on deferred action for childhood arrivals or DACA, technically listed as eligible, but they're currently prohibited from possessing firearms, which is like one or two lawsuits away. Like it's just one of those things they need to find, and they're like, "Oh, we like that. That goes our way. Let that happen." Social media users are falsely claiming a new Illinois law will allow anyone who enters the country illegal to pursue a job in law enforcement, which is probably not what anybody said ever. They said, hey, this law is going to allow illegal immigrants of certain types to be police, which is crazy that you would allow someone who is not here illegally to, decide what is legal. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker signed a law that will allow illegal immigrants to become police officers and sheriff's deputies, for one Instagram user in a widely shared post. Is that real? Prominent Republicans make similar comments on the platform formerly known as Twitter. Oh, it's like Prince. X is like Prince now. Hot damn. No illegal alien should have authority over any American citizen, wrote Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. It's a sad commentary on the state of America. Seem to update. Yes, you heard that right, echoed Rep. Lauren Boebert. The legislation Pritzker signed last month, takes effect next year, clearly states that only non-citizens who have work authorization and are legally permitted to carry a firearm qualify. So, what illegal citizens are legally allowed to carry firearms? A quick refresher would have been nice in this fact check, but no, we're not gonna go over that because we might find out that's way too many. An individual who is not a citizen but is legally authorized to work in the United States under federal law is authorized to apply for the position of police officer, subject to all requirements and limitations other than that in citizenship, to which other applicants are subject. An Aurora Democrat who sponsored the bill said those in the country illegally don't qualify because they can't legally obtain firearms. Even though we made sure that was part of the law that they could if they could, because just in cases. Only U.S. citizens, lawful permanent residents, and other people lawfully in the country possess guns. Yeah, because, if you call them an asylee, they're lawfully here until their court case, right? Is that the play? Immigrants who would likely meet the criteria of the new law include green card holders, potentially those granted asylum, refugee, or other permanent status, said Lauren. Yeah. No, just one step closer. It's, I'm not saying it's happening now. I'm saying that's a thing to watch out for, because that could be a thing we don't like sooner than later. But yeah, it's thank you guys for joining me. It's a hot Wednesday. Hot Wednesday. Hot damn. Big things happened this past week that I haven't pulled up for the show. But yeah. Samson dropped a new video the other day. I haven't seen that. Tom McDonald dropped a new video the other day. Hardy's dropping new shit. Yeah, it's been some time, and I've been working on some stuff. The boys. I want to see what popped up if I searched MC Molasses. I'd like to see what the playlist was. Faithful, Sunday Funday, the same 5 songs. Lon Wick, Sunday Funday. Boss Music, Raccoon. Yeah, I did change the, I didn't actually share it. Heh. More to come. That's right. There's definitely more MC Molasses to come. I'll share a quick clip. The newest beat here. Share screen. This one I sent out to a friend. See what he comes back with. But the plan is to do some recording at a local cannabis plot.
The greenest the state. The greenest.
Yeah, some dope stuff coming up. Rat Race. Oh, working on the Just Beat 2. Share a quick clip of that. The Bouncy Juiciness was the first one. Yeah, this is the first one.
Speed up shit. Speed up shit. Speed up shit. Fuck the phone, fuck texting. Feel the energy. Face to face. I'm damn near guaranteed a hug. On some shit up and kick it. Vibe out. Excellent energy, excellent vibes. I like getting to meet individuals anyway.
So yeah, that's the first one. We're working on this one. Just got a new voicemail sent over. This is a friend of the beautiful assistant who gets funny voice messages from people on dating sites, and then she sends them to her. My wife sends them to me, and I make fun beats. So this one's it's in the works. This is nowhere near finished. Just something I've been cooking on the past I don't know, a couple hours.
I'm fucking it. I'm sucking it. You sucking my dick. Sexy whore, you sexy thing. You sexy girl. I'm fucking it.
So yeah, that was the first one, or the second one. And the first one sounded like this. Just like testing out, figuring out what might work with this one.
I'm fucking it. I'm sucking it. You sucking my dick. I'm fucking it. I'm sucking it. You sucking my dick. You sexy whore, you sexy thing, you sexy girl.
Yeah, just cooking as it goes. Oh, Rat Race is cooking. Yeah, Megalon's great again. Has a little shine put on it.
Megalon's great again. 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 Lasses in this motherfucker making lawns great again. Few about them green stripes so you can fuck off them. I do my dance, spread my seed. I'm out here to shame man. Praying for that title reign. You know my pocket hangs in. Hanging out with fake friends, just getting fucked by straight men. Been this bitch a minute too, way before they them. Had a long chat with my long turns out she's screaming, she and her. So grab my paw, straight by the pussy, push him over, so make the pussy purr.
Oh, we got a comment down there. Oh yeah, watch my Telegram channel for free from Jenny Rose. Yeah, she got the all the info down there. Let's just block user. Sorry, Jenny. It's not that I don't love you. It's just that I don't love you that much. Yeah, Jenny Rose is blocked. Hot damn. It's a sad time these days, I tell you. Yeah, I don't know if that actually works through the headphones or not. Oh, I know there we go. Look at that. Poor Jenny Rose got out of here. Everybody else did too. And here we are, kid. Stuck back in the 1920s, just like your grandpappy was. You know, that guy had more than you did. Grit and determination. He also had a purpose in his life, and that was to raise his family. You, on the other hand, are stuck here, drunk and alone, watching TDAU live. I'm sorry for you, kid. I wish you could have done better. I wish I could have done better to do better for your daddy who raised you as I raised him. But apparently I did not. And after 2 world wars, you're just not prepared to deal with the third. I don't know. That's all I got. Thank you guys for joining me. This has been the Juneteenth special. TDAU Live. Episode 31, the Juneteenth show, still crushing goals and still appropriating pride. That's right. I implore all of you to go out and do something that you personally are proud of. Oh, the color. Yeah, it's magic. But make this month something special. Go out, do something you're proud of, and yeah, that's all I really got on this one. We'll play my walkout music, and then we'll hit the credits. Hope all you guys stay sane. Most importantly, sorry. I hope you people stay safe, stay drunk, stay unrumbling. Most importantly in this trying time, stay sane. I'll see you guys in the next one. The Drunk Magician out. This is a song.
There once was a magician named Hickory who wasn't too funny with a belly of tea. Nerves went up, the beers went down. Oh, boys too drunk for the show. Drunk and underwhelming scum to trick you with cards and steal your rum. One day when your show is done, you'll have to pay him to leave and go. Not 10 minutes for his next pour. The keg went dry, he went to the store. Didn't have the ale he had gotten before, so from craft to crap we go. Drunk and underwhelming scum to trick you with cards and steal your rum. One day when your show is done, you'll have to pay him to leave and go. La da 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 la da 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 la da da da. Served his whiskey water. He tried to harpoon the barkeep's daughter. He found out, reclaimed the drinks he bought her. How could he stoop that low? Drunk and underwhelming scum to trick you with cards and steal your rum. One day when his show is done, I'll have to pay him to leave and go. No strings attached, the magician was freed. He had a mind full of filth and greed. He belonged to the magician's creed, but he's too drunk for the show. Drunk and underwhelming scum to trick you with cards. Have a beautiful night. Drunk magician out. Cheers. Now let's get the credits. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate the help.